Hi, everyone. I'm Roxy Deer with the Wayne County Area Chamber of Commerce and Hype Wayne County. And we are so excited to announce this month's Young Professional Highlight, Traci. Traci is from Radford's Meat Market and Deli, and I'm going to let her tell a little bit more about herself. But welcome, Traci. I'm so excited to have you.
Thank you for having me.
So, Traci, tell us a little bit about yourself, both personal and professional, and so our audience can hear a little bit more about what you do and where you do it.
Sure. Well, thank you for having me be a part of this. I don't often think of myself as a professional, so thank you. So like Roxy said, I'm Traci McCollum. I'm 27 years old. I'm the catering chef and catering manager at Radford's Meat Market. I also teach dance classes at Dance Techniques with Cheryl DeLucio. 27. I went to culinary school in Indianapolis. I have 2 cats. Yeah, I'm kind of boring.
Oh, you're not boring at all. Traci, you do incredible work, and some of the most delicious food in town comes from Radford's. So tell us how you got started in catering and culinary school. That's a unique path. How did you come up with that idea, and what was it like?
Sure. I always knew since a young age I wanted to cook. I remember being pretty young and sitting at my grandma's table helping her peel apples while she made apple pie. My mom was always cooking. We were making pizza dough or strawberry jam. Every event in our family has always been centered around food. So I didn't really know what to do from there. I knew I wanted to do food. I thought maybe I would do some sort of business school and then maybe go to culinary school. And then I thought, why? Just go to culinary school. That's what you want to do. So after about a couple weeks after high school graduation, I moved to Indianapolis and attended culinary school. So I've been working in professional kitchens since I was 16. I started working at Earlham, and I was with that company at Earlham and at the Children's Museum in Indianapolis. So I worked in total for that company for about 7 years.
Wow.
I moved back to town. A great opportunity came up where a new up-and-coming restaurant was opening. It was called the Kitchen at the Loft at the time. So I was the head chef there, and that was an amazing opportunity, a great learning experience. I met some really awesome people. And then Radford's kind of fell into my lap, and it has been the most perfect fit for the past 4 years. So it's been great.
And so tell us a little bit about Radford's. Everyone knows them as kind of this meat market and where you get incredible great meat, but there's this catering side to it too that's really unique and offering great opportunities.
Yeah, so we do catering anywhere from box lunches for 5 to 10 people to full plated dinners for fancy weddings. I mean, we do everything in between. We're kind of known in town for doing whatever you need. So we don't have set menus. We don't have a certain style. We have that creative ability to kind of do whatever the client needs.
That's amazing. I know you've catered some events for the chamber. You've catered events for me personally. You do my meal prep. You can do literally anything and everything that anybody asks for you. I've been so impressed. Tell us a little bit about why you chose. I mean, you were in school in Indy. You were working in these great companies. Why did you choose to come back to Wayne County?
Sure. So I was born and raised here in Richmond and Wayne County. I was kind of at a crossroads. School was ending. I was getting ready to graduate. Wasn't quite sure what I was going to do. So I transferred with the company back to Earlham. And then all these opportunities kind of came up. And I mean, my family's here. My friends are here. And it's just kind of grown into this great network of people in this community that I really enjoy.
Okay. I know you've made a really great home here. Is there something you would tell young professionals that they may not know about living in Wayne County that makes it great?
I think there are so many opportunities. I think people are quick to judge that it's a small town and there's not much going on, but it is what you make it. There's always things going on. There's always different groups and events and anything you can imagine. You might have to seek them out. They might not be on the radio station every day or in the news or on Facebook, but if you can get in with some of these different groups, there's always something going on.
Absolutely. I couldn't say that better. That's an awesome comment. We always ask young professionals to get involved. Are you involved in any groups in the community?
I mean, just teaching dance and
Yeah.
working. That takes up most of my time, but I would love to get involved more in the community as much as I can.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit about dance.
Sure. I've been dancing since I was 4. I'm not great, but it's a lot of fun. For those that do teach, so I teach a lot of the younger classes, like 4 to like 8 and 9-year-olds.
Oh,
So it's
cutie.
really fun.
So I'm going to use you for Dancing with the Stars next year. So you're going to be my coach. I'm calling it now. What is one professional skill that you are really excited that you've developed and you use it every day?
I think I have gotten very good at making connections with people. I feel like if people don't know me in the community, they know someone in my family, they know someone that I've worked with in the past. There's always, since we are such a small group and such a small community, there's always a way to make a connection. And I think I've gotten pretty decent at that in establishing personal and professional relationships with people.
And then on the opposite side of that, what is one skill that you hope you can develop in the future?
I think I definitely could work on more networking. I feel like we kind of get in our grooves and we see the same groups of people over and over. But yeah, I would definitely like to expand those groups and network out and meet new people and more people.
Absolutely. That's something that young professionals, I don't think, understand the value of, is having great connections at a young
Mhm.
age. They, that's lifelong. You're always going to have those professional connections, and they can work in so many ways for you.
Mhm.
Whether like your business where they're catering, and you might say, "Hey, I have a good friend who does catering. Meet Traci." And this is a great opportunity for you and other young professionals to meet. As a plug, I will always say join Hype's networking nights, our events that we have, because there are lots of other people our age around the community. So here's my favorite question to ask. Who is your professional mentor and why?
Definitely Jen Farrell. Her and her husband Tom own Radford's, and I think they're great examples of how to run a business, not just run a business and let or own a business and let somebody else run it. I mean, they are in the shop, hands on, butchering meat, scrubbing the floors, helping customers every day, and then still find time to be involved in community events and their kids' lives and anything and everything that the community asks of them.
I think that's a great example. Jen has always been someone who is kind of a backbone to our community, and she's a staple at almost every event. And her food and your food, of course, are always something I think about, but they truly get to know the customers, the clients that they're serving, and they match what their style and their love is to what they do. And that's what makes a product great. It's you can have a good product, but when you make it personal, it's a great product.
Mhm, definitely.
Traci, what would you say is one piece of advice you would give to other young professionals?
Oh, that's a tough one. Like I said, I don't even consider myself a professional sometimes. I feel like I'm in that weird stage of life where I'm not a kid. I don't feel like an adult yet. Um, Keep it professional. I think establish those professional relationships and know when to involve the personal relationship. I think keeping that boundary just for your own mental health, knowing when to shut work off and when to turn it on.
Yes, absolutely. So many that work-life balance is tricky because
Mhm.
you want to make a name and you want to be successful and you know how much work it's going to take, but you have to be able to take care of yourself and being able
Definitely.
to, relax and have your own personal relationships outside of your job is
Mhm.
something I'm working on constantly.
Yeah, me too.
So, besides Radford's, where do you hang out? What and dance? What's your favorite thing to do in Wayne County? Where do you love to eat? Where do you love to shop?
I love to check out all the arts, being involved in dance and cooking. I mean, anytime I can get to the farmer's market and see any of the fresh baked goods or the handmade products that people offer, anytime I can get to an RSO event or an RCT event, anything like that, those are the things I have the most fun with.
I love going to RSO events. RCT
Mhm.
events are so much fun. I'm ready
Mhm.
for COVID to be over so that we can get back out and do our
Yeah.
thing. I love to go and see all the fabulous, a lot of young professionals talk about like, oh, there's all these great festivals. The arts in Wayne County are just on a different level.
Mhm. Definitely.
So any other advice or anything you'd like to say to young professionals about what you do, about your personal life, any stories you'd like to share?
Um, I don't know. Like I said, I may not consider myself a professional, but there's always a need for the job that you're doing.
Yeah.
And somebody's always watching, whether you think they are or not. So get up every day, do the best you can, and yeah.
I will say I consider you a professional. It may not be, you may not be in the corporate office, but that doesn't mean you're not a professional. You are running a successful business. You are doing a great job at it. I appreciate working with you as much as I work with you, and I know our community does too. We're proud to have young professionals who have made the commitment to make Wayne County their home. And I think of you often when I think about those young professionals who have the chance to go anywhere and everywhere in the world and do incredible work, and you chose Wayne County. So thank you for that investment of your time and your energy and your enthusiasm, because it's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes. So Traci is available. If they want to find you at Radford's, how do they contact you?
I'm normally on the east side, so we're right in front of 40 Bowl. You can find us on Facebook, Radford's Meat Market and Deli, and Radford's Meat Market and Deli East. You can send a message on there. Phone numbers are on there. Yeah, stop in. I'm always there.
Yeah, you are. Actually, I'm going to head that way soon. And so, Traci, thank you so much for sitting down with me today and chatting. I know this was a quick interview, but you did. I'm so excited to have you featured. You're a great young professional for our community.
Thank you so much.